It's something that I never thought that I would do ever, especially. Hi everybody, welcome back to Salesforce with Megan. For those that are new here, I talk about everything tech, Salesforce, and personal growth related for when you get into the career field. So if you're new here and that content sounds interesting to you, hit the subscribe button. I come out with weekly videos and sometimes I surprise you with videos like this. Today, we're going to be talking about the 12 reasons why Salesforce is the absolute best industry to join in 2021. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So reason number one, you're seen as a valuable player on the team. Now, I say that because in Salesforce, you are both the tech and type of business person at the same time. So you're kind of like that middle person that can explain what is usually very hard. So for that reason, I believe that there's a huge impact that you personally have on the business and in the business world. So reason number two, you're a huge asset to the team. So I say this because you understand both the tech world and the business world. And in order to help a business grow, you understand the sales and service industry. And that will ultimately lead them to success, revenue, and growth. Additionally, you also make the business operate and flow better from the solutions that you come up with. And then ultimately, you have different departments speaking to you and trusting you to be able to lead them to success. And that is a very rewarding feeling. Reason number three, you get to interact with a lot of different departments in Salesforce. You'll be communicating with the marketing team. You might be with the sales team. You might be working with both. A lot of times I've worked with a lot of VPs or even CEOs and presidents of the company. And a lot of times in the Salesforce role, you're able to bring those silos together. And that's really important. So reason number four, work is never the same. I absolutely love this about Salesforce because I'm one of those people that get really bored when I'm doing the same thing every day. So the best part is that you're always learning, whether it's material that you learn from Trailhead or even from your colleague that told you about a new Salesforce feature. Another area when it comes to client requests, they're different every time. You might be training a new user one day, you might be working to release a new product that came out. It really just depends. And that's what I love about Salesforce is that your mind is constantly active and learning new things. Reason number five is the knowledge and learning that you get exposed to in the Salesforce industry. Salesforce has a really great community. There's not been a time where I haven't had a question and somebody has helped me with it or answer any questions. And that is something that I don't really see in a lot of different positions. And I believe that's a really special aspect of Salesforce. Another amazing area is that as you grow, it's really important to have a mentor, regardless if you're in a Salesforce position or not. Mentors really help you step back and see it from a broader perspective. And then once you get a mentor, over time, once you feel more comfortable, it would be really great to just reach back out and then also mentee somebody. Right now, I work with about 3 to 4 mentees, and it's the most rewarding process. But not only is it rewarding, I've also learned a lot about Salesforce and to help to better approach my clients or how to better approach somebody that's interested in Salesforce. So that's another reason why I love Salesforce. You get unlimited knowledge and learning. So reason number six, leadership and growth. So as you learn and get more certificates, you become more of an influence to others in the field, and they also want to continue pursuing their own journey. Many times I've heard from other people who kind of lost motivation, but when they see certificates, it remotivates them. Same for me. I always get remotivated. The second reason is if you come from a non-technical background, this literally inspires you to join. A lot of people come in saying Salesforce is super tech. It's really not. You definitely have to learn your fair share, but it's not something that you have to be intimidated by. So the third area would be that this field constantly grows. There's so many new releases. I mean, that's just part of the tech world, right? So with so many releases, you literally grow with it. You understand how to make better suggestions. Your communication might get better. And then ultimately your solution design gets better too. So this is another reason why I absolutely love Salesforce. You constantly get to lead and grow. Number 7 kind of goes into the mentoring, but in a community perspective. So Salesforce has an amazing community called the Ohana community that helps you as an individual. If you have questions, if there's events coming up, if there's any activities now that we're a little bit more online. So you can constantly learn, not from people that are in your area, but if you, for example, live in Miami and you want to communicate with somebody in Seattle, then that's totally possible. Salesforce might seem big, but it's actually pretty small and growing. So very excited that you can have the opportunity to speak with anybody around the world, really. So again, this reason is because there's a strong community and people are always looking out for each other, and there's a lot that you can learn from others. Reason number 8. So one of the other benefits is that you actually get to develop soft skills. And for me, for example, it's been a lot of the communication part. It's been having the ability to present my solutions. And most importantly, I can solve complex business issues, something that brings me a lot of joy. And when you see the client's reaction to the solution that you design, it is a great feeling and it's very rewarding. Decided to join, so you can say hi to everybody. And reason number 9 is developing your hard skills. So if you come from a non-technical background, just like I did, the type of material that you have to learn within Salesforce is not hard. You definitely have to put in effort to learn the material, and probably a little bit more than those that do come from a tech background, but that's normal. That's part of the process. Once you get over that hump, things will fly and you'll be really excited to learn the next step. Once you get over that hump, it's going to be totally rewarding and you're going to feel really good about yourself, and you're going to also feel really motivated to learn more. It's not a coding position that goes from 9 to 5. You're not doing that, unlike a lot of other tech positions. You're applying the business knowledge that you know, and you're adding in a few automations just to be able to help the businesses flow better. So that's why I absolutely love developing your hard skills in a tech matter. It's something that I never thought that I would do ever, especially upon graduation. So to be able to handle and understand automations and some parts of coding is really rewarding. Number 10. So this won't go for everybody, but this is definitely part of Salesforce if you decide to do this. But it's a flexibility and it's the travel. Now, if you're a traveler, if you need flexibility in your life, Salesforce definitely echoes that in a lot of jobs, consulting, business analysts, again, depending on the firm. But you do have a lot of flexibility and you are allowed to travel with this job. I work remote, so I'm allowed to work out of cafes sometimes, which is very exciting on this end. But that's just another reason to suggest Salesforce as a future career. Number 11, the company wants you to learn. And I repeat that, the company wants you to learn. And sometimes they'll pay you for it. Now, when it comes to them wanting you to learn, and what I mean by that is that because Salesforce is constantly updated, you yourself have to keep up with everything that's going on. Now, with that being said, company also wants you to be involved in everything that's going on. So sometimes they'll pay for you to go to events pre-COVID, but they'll even have you take off like a week, for example, to study for a certification if that's something that's needed, or they might fly you out somewhere. So it really just depends again on what type of company that you're working for, but there is a lot of opportunity to travel. That's something that interests you, to work remote, and then also to have just flexibility in your life on a day-to-day basis. Reason number 12, and I hope that's not backward for you guys. So one huge and personal reason to me is that Salesforce is a growing career field in tech for women. I'm the only Latina in my company, and that personally means a lot to me. I know that I'm making a difference and making an impact in my community, but in Salesforce overall, I think we're about 30 to 33% in terms of how many women are in the field, and it's growing. Coming from a data science background, I would not see many people apply to the data science program. It was new, they were scared, but I'm definitely seeing an increase of women applying in this field, especially because it's business oriented and because you can combine tech in it. And there's no more powerful skill than that. So it's very exciting to see women come into the field. And guys, that's it. That's all the 12 tips I have for you. Those are the 12 amazing reasons why Salesforce is to help you guys out. And add any tips that you might think I missed. And then I would love to hear from you guys. So bye.